Good morning! How's everyone doing? Doing pretty well. It is approximately 400 degrees Celsius here in the tropical nation of England. I do love when we have miserable, rainy, wet summers, and then 1 week suddenly it decides, hey, we're concentrating all of summer down into this handful of days. Enjoy. But I shouldn't complain. Warm weather is still nice. Where's my... okay. For a moment there, I thought my model was going to show up, and I was like, I spent the last 10 minutes fixing stuff. It's so hot, it's awful. It's pretty bad. I think it's still on the border. I wouldn't call it awful quite yet, but... oh, it's getting there. I only hope that my phone doesn't overheat, because it gets very hot running the tracking software. But yeah, welcome to the stream. As is usual, let's start off with a little creative writing prompt. See what words we decide to go with today. Adventure Town Cow, no. I need to find a list of words somewhere, and then just make my own random 3-word picker. I'm starting to feel like this word list they're using must be fairly limited. It's train. Yeah, train shows up a lot in this generator. I could of course just not take a prompt from here. I've done the last few off of the 3-word picker, just because it's a lot easier to have something to work off. But if I come up with a prompt off the top of my head, then I'll go with that instead. Let's see. Anger wolf glasses. Why would a wolf be wearing glasses? Do I have anything for that? I don't think I do. New prompt. Passion Yacht Tower. Confidence tree dance. A dance around a tree? Why would you need to be confident about it? Some kind of festival, perhaps? Or the tree itself, a treant, a dryad, something like that? Confidence tree dance. Confidence tree dance. What can I do with this? I'm imagining one of those, you know, in Shinto, I don't know what the exact religious purpose of it is. I think it's some kind of seal for spirits, but in Shinto you get those ropes tied around certain rocks or trees. I'm imagining a tree like that and someone doing some kind of ceremony going around it. So I link this back into some of the other stuff I've written. Maybe the fox? No, that's... I think Kitsune Shrine Priestess is a little bit too cliche for me to go in on. We gotta have a touch of originality here and there. Confidence tree dance. Confidence tree dance. Or maybe someone who isn't confident is trying to get confident? No, I'm not sure how to put the dancing into there. Different prompt. Green flute hammock. I can imagine I'm picturing the scene. I'm picturing someone, a pirate probably, in a hammock, greedy by default, some kind of magic flute that they use for nefarious deeds. It would fit, but what can I write about that? Like, I'm picturing it, I can see the image, but what do I write? Because I don't want to just picture something and then write a straight up description of it. I want to be a little bit more creative than that. So, green flute. Nah, something else. The Curiosity train. Deceit Skyknife. That's just a Fallen London reference. The Light Rose computer. That's the Ironside computers when they had the one for Silvervale. God, if I had money, I would absolutely have gotten that. Greed necklace pint. Curiosity computer spider. Curiosity computer spider. Computer spider. I swear I can type at least a little bit. The light of the many... The entire room was lit in a soft blue and white light from the many... Let's say glow instead. Glow from the many monitors. Logs and diagnostics rolled across the screens as the machine started up. I want to say small because it's small for a machine, but large because it's going to be large for a mechanical spider. Maybe just don't put a size in. I need a different descriptor. You look at a mechanical spider, what's the first thing? The first thing you focus on is how big it is, because it's a machine spider probably. So I'm imagining something like cat-sized, bigger than spiders really get. What else would you notice about a spider? Its color, I guess. The dark metal of the spider's body was highlighted by the glow from a few of its own components. After a few seconds of startup, the machine began to move. It took slow, uncertain steps as the program adapted to the incoming data. With each step, it grew steadier. Markers along its back lit up, indicating sensors coming online. Rearing up to its full height. The spider took in its surroundings. The entire room was lit in a soft blue and white glow from the many monitors. Logs and diagnostics scrolled across the screens as the machine started up. The dark metal of the spider's body was highlighted by the glow from a few of its own components. After a few seconds of startup, the machine began to move. It took slow, uncertain steps as the program adapted to the incoming data. With each step, it grew steadier. Markers along its back lit up, indicating sensors coming online. Rearing up to its full height, the spider took in its surroundings. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Been mostly kind of fantasy magic focused on a previous prompt, so something a little technological is good. Put more space into it. How many spaces? 1, 2, 3. Okay, one too many here. There, cool. Prompt for next time. And that is that. Alright, kill the music, close that, close this. Turn that up. And this. I need to get like a macro that automatically does all of this. I can't be switching through every single thing every single time. There's just too many things that need changing every time. Okay. Is that working? Are we getting... Yes, we have game. It's EU4. Update my stream info. We are no longer just chatting. We are playing Touhou Universalis 4. I should probably update the screen title as well to... Oh god, what did I just do? Oh no. I really appreciate that Opera GX tries to put in cool features on its browser, but sometimes I could do with a little less hotkeys here and there. Let me put that in again. Touhou Universalis 4, and we are playing with the Touhou Universalis mod. You might notice that there is a whole bunch of land off the coast of Japan that looks a little unfamiliar. Alright. I thought about it a bit. What do I want to play in this mod? I haven't played it in quite a while. I believe it's gotten a few updates. I've been waiting because I know there's a major update in the works. But I kind of just want to play a little bit of the mod as I remember it. And I was going to play either as Junko up here, conquer the moon, then go outwards, or as the Scarlet Realm and conquer this and then go to the moon. And I've decided to start over here. Now, disclaimer, I'm not fantastic at EU4. I'm decent at it, but I'm not fantastic. I'm going to try my best. I can't guarantee success, and there is a non-zero chance that I will mess something up so badly I decide to use console commands. It happens. I'm going to play normal mode, so the console remains available. And honestly, I'm never going to play Iron Man on a mod. Even the most well-made mod could have a bug somewhere. Like the base game can have bugs, you know, but mods are even more so prone to them. So I always keep a console on just in case I need to fix something along the way. Same thing when I'm playing Anbana as well. Alright, I shall spare you the entire intro reading. You don't need in-depth knowledge of the Touhou universe to understand this mod. I don't have in-depth knowledge of the Touhou universe. I've never played the games, as is only right. Most Touhou fans haven't. A lot of my knowledge comes from the music, which is fantastic, from the -T animations, which are absolutely astounding, and I highly recommend them to anyone, and from memes. Many, many memes. Alright. So we're here, Scarlet Realm. This nation is, I believe, supposed to be focused on... It's been a long time, and I think they've redone some of the mechanics. There was some kind of militarization thing here before, though that might be something you unlock through missions. But I'm pretty sure the country is still military focused. Let me grab these. I should check the missions first before I put privileges in, just in case there's anything. Tech 5. Employing a Mac company. More dev. And I like countries who are the rivals of my rivals. That makes sense. Stability, prestige, royal marriages. Okay. I need to integrate my subject and have a bigger navy. Okay. Discover regions, so we are going for the colonial game, I guess. Discover Gold Coast. Discover Europe. Land in Europe. Okay. Common Empire is Scarlet Shiraden or is Gensokyo. So yeah, you get some kind of casus belli to subjugate these guys, the core mages, and you can combine them and form a unified nation. I don't know how much knowledge anyone watching has of Touhou. We're playing the Scarlet Realm, led by the vampire, Remelia Scarlet. Some of our neighbors include Shiraden, which is in what used to be Hell. Led by, I don't even know what species of yokai, I don't think it's ever specified what these two are. One of them can read your mind and the other one you can't perceive most of the time. Then over here we have my favorite character in Touhou, Yukari Yakumo. I don't like playing as Mayuhiga though, because it's a vassal-focused nation, that's just not my playstyle. We've got the basically main character of Touhou, the Shrine Maiden Reimu to our south. And that's pretty much our important neighbors. The Netherworld might become important if we crush most of this. Higa might become important on the off chance that Aki manages to implement her things, because there is, I think in the options, a thing somewhere. Yeah, the Yama Authority of Gensokyo. Which basically currently at 0 reforms. If she does really well, she can enact reforms to kind of get the rest of Gensokyo into order. But I don't think I've ever seen it happen, so we're just going to ignore that. This is if you want to play as the younger Scarlet Sister, as Flandre, and you get released as Flanders over in Europe, you play first as Burgundy's vassal and then get independence, and you've got two options. Either you go back to Hakurei Shinto, or whatever it switches you to, and conquer like that, or you stay Christian and become HRE Emperor, which is also a very fun game, very fun campaign to play through. Then you can get released as another country over down here, I think, in China. But we won't be doing any of that. Yeah, we want all the trade goods. We do not want to decolonize the outer world. No difficulties, and I will keep all the dev. Not going to make things more difficult for myself with that either. We don't need to know about incidents. We do want to click that. We don't need that anymore. Remove that, remove that. Alright. Good, good, good. Lots of allies. Trade power. Okay, nothing to be concerned with there, so I can go ahead and get the mana privileges. Anything else? Yeah, we'll get religious diplomats. We'll get this. Will be done marker power. Nothing else. Primacy. I know that there's like metas for what privileges you're supposed to pick. And I know that what I do does not follow the meta, but it's easier. it just makes things easier for myself. And sometimes that's better. Sometimes just taking the mental strain off yourself is worth it, even if you're not being fully optimal. Too few rivals. Who's rivaling us? You, and you. Now, where do we get here? There we go. Domination War CB on Shiraden. So yeah, we do want to... We definitely want to rival them. Do we start with any claims? No. There was a force limit? No. Not force limit, navy size, and then we get claims on the rest of the ferries over here. Anything else gives us... This gives us claims on the Forest of Magic. Okay, so... Them... Forest... These are right next to us. We're going to be conquering them one way or another. And then Mayuhiga over Forest. What enemies do they have? I'm going to be probably allying Higan if possible, the Tengus if possible. Do they hate me? No. What did I rival just now? The Hakurei clan. Their enemies are Mayuhiga, the Yokai Forest, the Oni Exiles, the Netherworld. The Netherworld does dislike me, but I might be able to fix that. Who's willing to ally me right from the get-go? Okay, Higan will ally me. Let's take that. Yes, definitely. Let a date pass, so we can set another one. Forest of Magic will ally us. And their enemies are the Netherworld, Mayuhiga, and Tenkai. So we rival Mayuhiga, ally them, at least temporarily. We'll probably be breaking that alliance when we attack the Hakurei clan. Okay, we got that sorted immediately. This CB lasts 75 years. Okay, no reason not to click that immediately then. In fact, depending on whether they get any allies before the 11th December when we can declare war, we might just go straight for that immediately. Current deity... We could get the colony one later, but for right now, if we're going immediately straight into war, then let's go with Junker for the discipline. Let's also check here. Do I have a discipline advisor? No. 14 is pretty good income. I think we'll be able to run level 1s across the board. Missionary strength, not really useful, but whatever. Our fleet is close to full. This is inland sea, right? Yeah, so let's get 1, 2, 3 more galleys. I'm gonna let a month tick go by. Because at least on the last time I played on the releasable nations, a few things didn't sort themselves out until after a month tick had passed. Yes, give me incidents and give me them in chronological order. And we're probably going to eat the Hakurei clan, so let me take care of this myself. Lots of events popping up, lots of stuff happening across Gensokyo. Okay, we've got a decent amount of money, but I want to be strong early on, so give me the burger loans. Oh, and give me... Oh, 112. Yeah, give me shipboarding. 6 and 2, 8 and 3. I'm going to get rid of one of the cavalry because I don't like having uneven numbers, and I know that's not a good reason, but it's the reason I'm going with. And then build me up to force limit. Question of religious direction. Oh, what's happening here? Local unrest plus 10%. Oh. You've got... Right, Moria Shinto across the whole northwest. Oh, that's good. That should inconvenience them a little. Okay, they've allied the Idle Realm, Angetsusei, and the Yokai Forest. Not terrible, not great. I could call in Higan with promise of territory. Yokai Forest, Idle Realm. The Yokai we can probably knock out really quickly, same for Sangetsusei. You've got 24k, you've got 13, no that's not a lot. The Idle Realm has 17. Oh, we've got 75 years to complete that. Maybe we go for easier prey first. Especially if I can declare on them, call in Shiraden, make them break alliances. There's options, there's options. Let's build up to force limit first of all. We'll accept a royal marriage. Why not? It is a little bit funky, like the attempt to mesh Touhou lore with who's in charge and stuff like that. Together with EU4's mechanics where you've got princess, and it's like there is no Ieyasu Shiki, and there's absolutely no way Remilia is marrying anyone. No royal marriage of them because we're gonna end up at war pretty quickly. What else can I be doing? That's gonna be just a timed thing. Is not running a deficit. Am I running a deficit? Oh! Voice of Magic is requesting that you come to aid in the Hakurei Forest Unification War against Hakurei Clan. That would be highly inconvenient. I should end this rivalry finally and get the rest on my side. Oh no. Okay, who's joining in? Just them? Voice of Magic, Winter Jasmine Path, I mean... Oh wait, so they're attacking on us to enforce union on them. But we absolutely cannot allow that to happen. Not a chance. Okay. Get the troops going. Now this could be very good, actually. This... Oh, what did we just... Yes, card enable. And these are permanent claims. I'll hold off on that because I want to get full use out of the Explorer. Yeah, this could actually be great. If we can work with them, overwhelm them, we might get territory out of this, because they... There's a sea tunnel, they're not bordering directly, so they shouldn't be able to take anything from here. But we can absolutely take stuff from here, so as long as we get the occupations and not them, this could be a great opportunity. Oh, the first event from Junko. Gain 2 corruption, absolutely not. Lose 1 corruption. We get morale of armies. No. Too bad it's only 1 and not 2, otherwise I would absolutely go debase currency. But no, we'll just leave that be. Question of religious direction. Who's doing this? The Yokai Forest has gone... They've gone Moriya Shinto. Ah. I like a lot of what they've done for this mod, because obviously translating the lore of bullet hell games into EU4 nation-state politics is not a straightforward process. But the way they've approached it is actually really good. I'm quite impressed by what they've managed to do. And I'm really, really looking forward to the update when it comes. Did I actually even need to take loans? Pay 3 of your loans? Kind of? Not really. I think I could have done without this. Yeah, the way they've done this is really good, and I'm looking forward to the update. They are significantly increasing the size of Gensoki, the amount of provinces it has. I'm frankly not sure that my computer is even going to be able to handle it, because it's going to be a lot, like a lot of provinces. Alright, that's their army pretty much crushed. The last few provinces to take over. Ah, they beat me to it on that one. But I am getting this, and I'm getting this. Good. I suppose now the question is, should I... Separate piece? Because I can just take all this. Okay, they won't agree. And I'll get a bit of a... Oh, come on, not even that? 3 provinces, I don't think that's even worth it. I think I'll just get... I'll just take whatever, if anything, the Forest of Magic gives me in the peace deal. And... take for shorter truce time until I can attack the Hakurai clan again. Because now they've got no allies. Oh, did you just... what? Did you just transfer... occupation? Really? Ah. Well now... okay. You're really willing to give that to me. Okay, hey. This isn't Iron Man, so let's save the game. See what they give me in a peace deal. And if I like it, I'll keep it. And if not, I will use my... interdimensional powers as a player to just roll back time and get what I want. What did they go with? Yeah, I mean that's pretty much good. We'll take it, absolutely. I should check in the missions. Do I have anything that wants me to... Yes, deal with Yukari, deal with Raymond. Here we go. That wants me to just take everything at some point or another, so no problem. Very, very nice. Complete that mission. These are galleys. I need some light ships so I can send out my explorer. We don't have quite enough to core everything, but we're not far off. How much am I making? Remelia's got 4 admin. That's decent. 446, yeah. We're making good monarch points across the board. Let's set this army to rebel suppression. And then give me all 3 of these. Set the explorer in charge. Go find stuff. That is a bit of a problem because it means that now I've captured some ships. I need at least 1 light ship in there in order to protect trade. But they only take a year to build, so it's not much of an issue. Out of manpower completely is not great. I'll repay 4 of my loans. Yeah, my Higa's going in on that, not a surprise. I can't really stop them from doing that. Can they one-war them? No, 123%. So there'll still be some left for me to conquer whatever they do, unless they like go across here and cut me off, but it's more likely they just take this whole state. At least I assume so. I think the AI will try to complete states where possible. It would make sense. We've now got claims over here on the ferries. We've also got AE on a bunch of people. 49, 44, 36... Were I a very good player, I would just ignore the AE and, you know, juggle truce timers and stuff like that. I've seen some posts in the Discord of people conquering all of Gensokyo or Scarlet Realm by, like, 1550. I am not one of those players. That's absolutely insane. I don't know what they're doing there. Right, let me just take a sip. At any rate, the game runs till 1821, so we're not in that much of a rush. I think our missions don't even cover conquering the entirety of Gensokyo, right? Like we take the region around this, we take the southeast, we take Jiren, obviously. We take some of the land over here, and we take the moon. And then, yeah, then we go conquer, like, France and Germany and England, which I think is great. Not many of the mission trees go outside of Gensokyo. A lot of them are focused in, but a fair few of the bigger countries do have missions that, like, hop around the world. I think Hegan hops around a bit. They go to various religious sites to learn about how other religions are managing their afterlives, since Hegan, you know, Shiki is the judge of the dead. She rules over here in hell. This, I think, is a great thing what they've done with the regions. Like, this land here is just kind of regular land. Makai is from a game, but I'm pretty sure it's not even fully canon to Touhou. It's from like a super early game before Touhou got started properly. This is supposed to be a different realm. Then there's Hell and former Hell. There's the Netherworld. This is Heaven up here, and then there's the Moon. The Moon just over there. I love it. I love every part of it. It's great. We've almost got our light ship here. Is this really all we have the colonial range to explore? Just this? Man. Well, match from Senior, sure. Keep the subjects happy. In fact, my diplomat should be out there doing stuff. My missionary, I mean, this has been one of the absolute best features that Paradox has added to the game. The autonomous missionary button. Oh my god, it's so useful. Yearly prestige. Sure, give me prestige. Akra is no longer a valid rival, fair enough. Protect trade in here. Coalition against Mayohiga. How big? Just me. I'm not making a coalition of just myself, thanks. I mean, I guess if nothing else, it might dissuade them from going too much further. I don't know how that works. The player so rarely has the opportunity to make coalitions against the AI. It's almost universally the other way around. But I'm not even sure what the mechanics behind that are, how the AI reacts to being on the receiving end of a coalition, especially with a player in it. Yokai Forest, Neverworld. Did we win that war? 112 Teltor. I can bring in a Forest of Magic, they're just up for it. Because we got, earlier gained core. What the hell are you up to, huh? Huh? What games are you playing? Oh, I think not. We're gonna integrate these guys pronto. When can I do it? 1454. Okay. Your time is limited, my friends. Gensokyo is all one subcontinent, so no trade companies anywhere around here. We are full coring everything. We've got a tiny bit more range, I guess, from these two provinces down here. I gotta get admin ideas as quick as possible. But I might even focus admin points. Yeah. 3.7 ducats per month, that's not really enough to be upgrading my advisors quite yet. We're done exploring. The provinces down there, I imagine. What do we need to find? And because I think we just get given provinces somewhere. Enable the Scarlet Charisma diplomatic actions. I have no idea what those do, so that's probably something I should look into. Summary trade, that gives us something Kappa. Where was it? This one here, discover any province in the Moluccas, Indonesia, or Australia. And that gives us Cocos Island. And we discover the Eastern Indian Ocean. 100% colonial range for 100 years. Yeah, I think we don't want to overdo it here in Gensokyo. I think we speed run over to Europe. And maybe I don't even take admin first idea group. If I hold back on the conquest over here, I don't take admin first idea group, I take exploration instead. Get the colonies. What's the trade look like? We are in this? No, Gateway to Hell. Hakurai Shrine is our primary node. We get an influx from the Philippines, so we can collect the Chinese and Indonesian trade. We've got something coming in from the east, so we can collect Western American trade. This is not an end node, this is an end node. We're gonna conquer that stuff here, so we'll have some amount of control in Forest of Magic. 2 centers of trade in what's gonna be our land. We'll control some of this as well, that's being diverted down there. Yeah, we can do a pretty good colonial game here, I think. Neverworld is our only viable rival. Sure. How are our allies doing for trust? 53 and 53. As we get more favors, we can increase that and then complete this mission. We only need to get up to 70, which is reasonable. I should have a higher force limit now, yep. Though I don't have the actual manpower to make use of it. One more core constructing. Okay. 2 more units. Put that in a state. Full core it. Yeah, we definitely, if we want to stay up to date on tech in any way whatsoever, we cannot be paying this much admin to core stuff. That's just not feasible. What kind of vassal are you? You're just a regular vassal. I think maybe, even though I want to annex them as soon as possible, I think maybe we feed the rest of the fairylands to Cernia. Might be an idiot. It says it right here. Idiot Cernia of Cernia. But she's a useful idiot. Why do you get calls over on my stuff and not over on the other fairies? What mission did you complete? Fairy supporters. Any country who can support our independence and has their capital in Gensokyo has an opinion of 100 of us. But you're loyal, which means you're not going to get support and independence from anyone. And that gives you... that's my mission. That gives you 2 stability. The event will ask every country in Gensokyo which has 100 opinion of us and is capable of supporting our independence to help us gain your freedom. Except that because you're loyal, no one is capable of supporting your independence, so no one got asked. You gain a core on 2 areas of my land, and it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, that's useful. You have a mission to own this, and you don't need to be independent for it. Makes you a duchy, you get united fairies. You don't get claims though. And you don't have claims or cores on any of this, so that's not useful. This doesn't give you claims. Improvements here, that doesn't give you claims. Does anything... unlock the Forgiveness mission or Avengers mission, depending on event choice. The event of crimes against the fairies has occurred. It's always worth having a look and seeing what missions your subjects have, because they can be pretty useful. But in this case, I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, they need to be independent to really get the most out of there. Oh, Rumia. There's also a releasable from the Yokai Forest to play as Rumia, who's also one of my favorite characters in Touhou, but unfortunately, while she's got busted good national ideas, she doesn't have a mission tree. What are our national ideas? 15% morale, 1.5 yearly legitimacy, and completed we get 7.5% discipline. Love it. Diplo rep, land fire damage, shock damage, very good. Land leader maneuver is okay. Ammo travel times okay. Idea cost execution spread, very good. Inflation reduction, interest, meh. 20% core creation cost and 5 years of separatism, and then 20% infantry cost and 10% combat ability. Very, very nice. We'll see if we play far enough to actually get use out of all that. It is already 11 o'clock, and unfortunately my time today is limited. I have other obligations to see to, so we're not going to be streaming all that long. But I do love EU4 and I want to be playing a lot more of it, so this will probably be what I play for the rest of the week. I don't want to have to buy up stability. I need the admiral points more than the diplo points. That sucks, but we'll deal with it. We are at force limit. We have very little unrest, so you guys could really be drilling instead of suppressing rebels. Or I could put down their maintenance to just get money. 4 of our loans. Yeah, I'm thinking I might have been overeager to take the burger loans. We really didn't need them all that much. But it let us get to force limit quickly, which was useful. Miltech, do I want to take it immediately? Do I want innovativeness? At 100% gives us -1% army tradition decay, -1% navy tradition decay, and all power costs -10%. It's so good. It's so good. Am I going to be deving much? What's my terrain? Grassland. It's not bad for deving. Farmlands. Or... Actually, I'm pretty sure we get a mission over... If I remember rightly, once we get Chiraden under our control... Where is... Yeah. Yeah, trading is a subject of Scarlet Realms, trust at least 90, opinion 190, liver desire less than 5%. Satori has been appeased by having all provinces in the Chiraden area with 15 or more development, a temple, and a workshop. The residents of former Hell have been appeased by making sure that the following provinces have 15 or more development and are not occupied. They only have been appeased by having 20% or more discipline. That is a lot of requirements. What is the development of this area like? 10, 8, 8. Ooh, that's a lot of deving. We don't care yet. That will come into effect later, and I might be needing that innovativeness to afford all of that deving. That's gonna be rough. But if we stop our conquests at just this area in the middle here from the missions, and focus on the colonial game and Europe, then it should be doable. Should be. For now, how is the AE doing? You're still quite unhappy with me, you're still quite unhappy with me. I get 39 AE from just declaring them no CB. I only get a couple people in a potential coalition against me, so I don't know how much AE I'll get for the whole of them, because these guys are 280%. It would be 3 wars to take them fully. If I get 3 times this in AE, then I'm done for. Especially because there's no way that these guys will be loyal after I get control of them. Yeah, this is still not a war that I want to take right now. Who are you allied with? Raiden, of course, side. Prisoner of the Band and Thinkero. You're allied with the Followers of Magic. Oh, these are some horribly inconvenient alliances. If we'd go in on that, weaken you and break your alliance with the Idle Realm, say, because they're definitely your strongest ally. I think I'll wait for the moment, let favors build up, so I can get trust with these guys. In fact, since I'm going to feed this to Cerno instead of just annexing her as soon as possible, let's bring these guys back, let the AE fade naturally, and we will curry favors with our 2 allies. We only need the 2 of them, right? Yeah, at least 2, currently 0 allies, trust at 70. So, curry favors, From 50 to 70, you get 5 trust per 10 favors? Five trust per 10 favors, so you get the 15 here. Oh, we've got what we need here, don't we? Oh, actions chance to Denmark. We don't need to do that. You come back. And actually, we have a modifier, don't we, that's giving us yearly trust growth, but only yearly, so that's going to be ages. Favors for trust. 30 for 15. Excellent. That gets us 1. We are going to send the diplomat back to keep currying favors though, because I need some to get them into my wars. There we go. And then you've also grown to 55, so yeah, we only need 30 favors to get them. I don't remember ever using the Scarlet Diplomacy stuff, so I've no idea what that will actually give us. Scarlet Charisma even, Diplomatic Action. Forest of Magic. You're allied with Winter Jasmine Path, me, and Ainte. Yeah, okay, you're worth keeping around longer term. We'll do the royal marriage. Am I still at force limit? Yes. Sometimes as the autonomy ticks down in your newly conquered lands, your force limit will increase. So it's worth just keeping a little eye on it every now and then. We're making not great money, but decent enough. 45 over 47. None of your influence is too high, so we summon the Diet. Base tax 6. Opinion of Scarlet Realm at 100, or 50% more trade power. Fujiwara's opinion 100. Currently, allied to rival and AE, accepted religion, religious diplomats, enemy of enemy, and no improved relations change. So that's very doable. And then we seize land. Okay, you are lower priority, so go complete the estate agenda. I normally just let these sit here for a while, because I run Supremacy of the Crown and I don't want them calling in new ones constantly. But in this case, I can't guarantee that I'm not going to get massive amounts of AE that will make the agenda impossible, so I've got to go complete it now. Scarlet Mists. Oh, this might be about to make everyone upset with me, because the Scarlet Mist incident is entirely Remelia's fault. Yeah, it is summer and everyone enjoys the beautiful, warm and sunny weather, except for Mistress Remelia Scarlet. Because of her sun-sensitive skin, she has to remain in the great halls of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. But one day, she decided that her freedom of movement was limited for too long, and she released the Scarlet Mist, a magical red fog, which blocks any sunlight. And even though Remelia will attract many adventurers and self-proclaimed investigators who seek to stop her, she enjoys every single second of this incident. The Eternal Scarlet Knight is a beautiful sight after all. So I selected at the start of the game to be in charge of incidents. We won't be in charge of this one because we are the culprit. The incidents are basically the plot of each of the actual Touhou bullet hell games. And one of them... what's the actual game called? They all have funky names, right? Like, one of the Touhou games is called Immaterial and Missing Power. I have no idea what the game is called, but yeah. Adventurers who dare to challenge me, let the games begin. And we get 15 Army Tradition, 15 Navy Tradition, and 200 ducats. The Scarlet Mist incident has started. I think this just screws everyone else over in some way or another. Yeah, they get local unrest +1, dev cost +5%, tax modifier -15, and monthly autonomy change. we let this tick on for a while, it could weaken our enemies significantly. Now, how do I best take advantage of that? 358 divided by 2 days? What? What are we talking about? We'll have a coalition available on Mayohiga, and it's still just me. Oh yeah, should I? Not any buildings yet. Could put roads down. I can't remember whether it's the main mod or a sub-mod that adds all of these building options. But the road networks are very good. And they're not that expensive, but a little too much for early game. Give me production. I was using a Kingdom Hearts game name because they also have dumb game names. Oh yes, Kingdom Hearts game names. Right. Where they're like 2 sentences long. Yeah, I've seen a few of those as well. They're quite something. This is one of our, because we've picked Junko as our deity events. What do we get? Leaders without upkeep, mandate growth modifier, army tradition from battles. Sure, not immediately relevant. The Scarlet Mist is a magical fog which blocks sunlight extremely well. While it wasn't pleasant for the affected regions, Romelia claims to have made the fog to be able to move around during daylight hours. The Scarlet Mist is neither intended to stay forever nor to harm the land or its people, and it vanishes eventually by itself. Also, the Scarlet Devil didn't need this fog to travel during the day as she has a big parasol. This is one of my favorite things about the Touhou games in general. There's some like genuinely messed up stuff in those stories, but also an incident happens, someone's done something like misplace the soul of some person that they were doing magic on, a big incident happens, and then afterwards everyone goes and gets drunk together. Like, they'll fight each other, level the landscape, and then go, yeah, that was pretty good. Now, are we all meeting at the shrine later? It is speculated that she created the mist out of boredom only to cause an incident. There is nothing to prove this to be true, but nothing to really disprove it either. Still, the incident allowed the Scarlet Realm to increase its influence over against Touhou enormously, while its enemies cowered in the Scarlet Mist. Also, the moon looks way better in Scarlet Red. And we get till 1475, 25 years, minus 10% dev cost, plus 10% morale of armies, plus 25% manpower recovery speed, and minus 20% aggressive expansion impact. If we were to no CB Tiraden right now, we get only 31 AE. We have to take advantage of this. I can't be sitting around waiting. Fighting in another war doesn't have 10 favors, yeah. But even with the buffs, I don't think I have the raw numbers to take anyone else down right now. But should I try anyway? I can... How many ships do you have? 24 to my 28? You've got another 26, you've got another 11. I can probably hold this canal and force the fighting to go around here, so we can piece them out first, them out second, and then go for Tiraden itself. Just as soon as Higan's done with the war, and we get enough favors. How long do I still have on that CB? Where you at? Domination War until 1519, plenty of time. We do want to be fairly big before we take them on, because right now, 280%, 235%. Forest of Magic is requesting that you aid in the Forest the conquest of 3 fairies place against Sangutsei. No, you idiot! Oh, this is... No, this is terrible. No. Oh. I'm gonna let you suffer the consequences of your actions here, I'm afraid. Ah, okay, that ruins so much. Diplomacy, allies. Yeah, crap. I should have turned them into, I should have toggled not joining offensive wars as soon as I had enough favors with them. Okay. Sunflower field is pretty strong. Tangos are also rivaled with Shiraden, which means they should be pretty happy to join in that war. Well, this sucks majorly. Let's improve relations with the Tengu realm. It's a shame they're not the same religion, so we don't get the bonuses there to befriending them, but we'll just have to deal with that. Yeah, honestly, accept this because I want Shiraden to roll in here and clobber them. I don't want the Forest of Magic owning this land. That would be really inconvenient. -7. Oh, they're making quick progress on the siege. Please let someone come in and stop this nonsense. We get a claim against Hobgoblin Hill. Where is that? Hobgoblin Hill. Okay. We've got claims on them, or we will have claims on them later because they own this. Oh, that was the thing being completed. Good. Go back to currying favors over here. You've gone back down to 51 because I broke that alliance. Oh, and you've been occupied. Someone go fix this. I'm not sure I even can get enough positive relations with these guys to get into an alliance. Claim on Yakumo Bay, sure. Well, this is all very inconvenient. Like, extremely so. Are you getting... Oh no, that's their pink. Okay, good. Good, they're getting messed up. How's my AA doing? Still pretty high with these guys, but not so bad with anyone else. Should I attack you right now? Sangutsei wouldn't join in, but Idle Realm and Yokai Forest still would. And you still have 29,000 guys laying around somewhere. I need that number to go down. Could you get in some fights, please? There's clearly people running around your territory. 24k, alright. Better, better. 25k again, you're replenishing, but your manpower is almost used up. I don't have any claims around there in the Yokai Forest, fortunately. 25k. They're gonna separate peace in a moment. I'm pretty sure. We're at -39 war score. Almost, oh, -69, almost fully occupied. Alright, this is probably too good of an opportunity to just let pass us by, so... And enemy fleets. I am, of course, simply going to save the game, you know? I have control over time and space. Forget these guys, because I only wanted them really because I can call them in against Shiraden, and that's not relevant anymore. Get these guys instead, who are nice and far away. Now I've got this bloody royal marriage making me lose Diplo power because of the Forest of Magic. Nothing ever goes to plan. Okay, we don't really want to be belligerenting anyone here. Domination war, declare. Sit here for a second. Sure, give me the prestige. Sit here for just a moment to pick up morale. Go over here to deal with these guys, that's excellent. Okay, I don't really want to risk another royal marriage in case they end up calling me into some stupid war as well. Oh. My Higa exiles. We lose... Yeah, absolutely. Take that. We curry favors there. We also need to curry favors here. We can get tech, shrines, nice. We are losing money, so I'm not going to build anything right now. Where is my fleet? Over here. Probably in avoiding that 39 ship stack over there. That is very unfortunate. Lose 10 legitimacy but get national tax modifier, or gain 10 legitimacy. Sure, we're high on legitimacy, we can lose a little. I probably can't fight that, can I? You're down to 8k, that's excellent. But I really need to... Let's just see how poorly it goes. Let's just take that naval battle. We gain more claims. I assume they'll come piling in as soon as I take this. They're coming in bit by bit. Yeah, there's a lot of ships. Ooh, 40 to my 25. And they have plenty of galleys. I mean, these are all transports. They're transports, but these are galleys. Yeah, that's too many. That's too many actual combat capable ships for me to contend with. We're gonna lose that. Alright, come back over here. There's no way we're getting across. In which case, mill access time. Time to lose all the Diplo points from being way over our relation limit. Give me military access, please. Oh, I'm gonna have to ask for everyone along the way. Come on, let me through. And you've exiled my units. Great. Okay, cancel that again. Cancel that again. And of course, as soon as I'm no longer over here with my units, they can cross the channel just fine. This is... how many guys is this? This is... the Yokai Forest and them, so it's like 30... 30k dudes or so? But I should have a way stronger military than them. 4.3 to 3.2 and 105 to 100. Yeah, we crushed these guys. Easy. We crush these guys easy. Which still doesn't solve a problem of I cannot get across the channel here. Have their ships had a chance to go repair? Because if not, maybe we can... oh, vessel, very nice. If not, maybe we can go fight this a bit at a time and whittle down their numbers. Oh, this is very inconvenient. How do I get around here? Every time I leave to make my way around this, they're gonna hop over here. And while I'd be willing to take... Oh, I can't even ask these guys for military access because they don't like me. So we're straight up stuck. There's no getting around here. Alright. In that case, let's find a province with a high enough force limit, please, somewhere. Anyway, can I park my army anywhere? Only in the mansion itself. And we've got separatists. The last thing we needed. Okay, park these guys here. In the long run, we lose this because we're gonna get ticking negative war score. You cannot just ask me for 100 ducats. Seriously. Can't get through there. Can't get across here. Very favors over there. Now the question is, do I roll this back? I did save before declaring this war specifically so that if it went horribly wrong... What the hell? That's 45,000 dudes. Where did you find all those dudes? Hello? That's a lot of guys. Okay, we've briefly blocked that off. They've taken a poor engagement here. How are my ships doing? No one in the red yet. Still okay. Still okay. Yeah. They're losing morale. They're losing morale faster than I am, I think. No, no they're not. Oh, yes, as the ships go down. Okay, one of my ships doing a little bad. Can you disengage, please? 25%. But it's only a cog, we don't care. Yeah, that one's going down, but it's fine, it's a transport ship. These guys have disengaged, but they can come back. That's a galleon or red now. Can you disengage? Ooh, we might lose that one. But it will be worth it if we can... Did he disengage? Nope, that one was lost. But there's so many of theirs in the red. Come on. Another bark in the red. If I lose like another 2-3 ships, then I disengage. But I think... Oh, and we're capturing ships. Yeah, let it run. Nice. Okay. Now, do I attack across... I can't attack across the strait now, though, surely, because that's a hell of a lot of enemies. I'm going to bounce my fleet back and forth here, so that they're in port on the month tick. Get some repairs, and then hop back out and hold the strait the rest of the time. Oh, and we still had 3 ships just sitting over here that I could have brought in as well. Okay, there's the rebels. Go deal with them. Okay, now their army has gone somewhere, I don't know where. Go across here, take that. Oh, we can call Hugon in. Yes. Alright, this war's over. You've lost. Job done. Ha ha ha. And they're not willing to engage my army. It would be great if these guys went running off into the distance. Yeah, it's over. They have absolutely no ability to stand up against me. You go back to hunting fleets, now completely unrestrained. So what's left of theirs shouldn't be able to content me. It's looking a little dicier here than I was expecting. As a matter of fact, we seem to be losing that. This is exactly why you don't get overconfident. Okay, but we've now occupied this, which means it's a moot point because we can always get across here. And now that our army is here, we're unrestricted anyway. You can stay home. They're getting occupied and pretty swiftly at that. Let me pull one of my diplomats back. Can I separate peace either of you yet? No. I want to do that as soon as physically possible. We'll take, yeah, give me. I'm not going to switch unit type right now because we're in the middle of a war and my army will get caught out. But absolutely give me the tech. Okay, they're getting occupied, that is perfect. They're now distracted over here. My vassal, where are you going? Where are you heading to? I'll go head to the capital. No, you go occupy them, please. Get these guys out of my war. Yes, good. Take some money. Peace out. And we can buy Renaissance. And then Hegan can pull its troops back. We've got great power status. They'll be able to deal with these guys. We occupy the capital. We get everything we're after. War goal, enforced dominance. 36 AE to eat up all this. Now, question is, for uniting the families, we need admin tech 10, peace, legitimacy. Is Scarlet Realm, one of the following must be Traden is a subject of Scarlet Realm, or governed by the ruler of Scarlet Realm, or owns less than 50 cities, currently 26. And the appease thing has been completed. And appeasing requires the provinces in these areas to have dev. That's all. So if I... yes, I can enforce dominance and I can take provinces in the process to make them a little smaller, a little weaker, so they'll be less likely to be disloyal, and I can strengthen myself with these provinces. Absolutely perfect. We get 73 AE, and that's only enough to make them upset, which doesn't matter, they'll be my subject. The only exiles, that doesn't matter, their next Hackray clan is tiny, doesn't matter. My Ohiga is an actual contender, and Shining Needle Castle. Where the hell is Shining Needle Castle? Don't matter. A coalition of literally who? I do not care. You go back to currying favors up here. Hegan, where are your troops? You've got 22k of them. They've got 17 and 13k. Go defend your land. My subject is running around and visiting a shrine. We get 25 Diplo, 10 prestige for 100 ducats. We can go Hackray Warrior local, 10 prestige for 50 ducats. Or we lose loyalty. Okay, fine. And we lose 5 war exhaustion from Junko, which is fantastic. Speaking of war exhaustion, I can't say that word. Exhaustion. We do not need a 20-something stack on a province that takes 3k to siege, so let's pull these guys back. Occupy some adjacent land while we're at it. Need to keep an eye on this siege because it is entirely possible that Egan gets separate pieced. I've seen it happen far too often that my what's supposed to be a reliable ally just suddenly drops out of a war. For, as far as I'm concerned, no good reason. We're still at war, so I think I really want to keep the war god. Tech cost, idea cost is so good, 10% each. Manpower recovery speed for Keiki is also pretty good. Nah, we'll just take 10 in each power. I do find it very funny as well that you pick from a list of gods, most of whom are just on the map. Like, Junko is right over here. We don't have vision, but I can see her. That's her right there. It's a bunch of the people you can choose to worship as your god are on this map. Okay, what are you up to? You've recovered. Let's see if we can take some fights here. Oh, you see what I mean? Come on. Hang on, province history, please. Yeah, this didn't even get... Was occupied. Yeah, these were occupied. They didn't even get your capital. How did you get enough war score to want to peace out? Seriously. Pathetic. I paid good favors to get you in this war, and this is the kind of performance you deliver. Fortunately, I can do the same thing to their allies. There we go. One less person in the war. You go back to currying favor. We're out of manpower. They're out of manpower. My army is bigger than theirs, and my army is better than theirs. So this should be a pretty done deal. Let's group the army back up. And I think they get penalties for entering a fight directly coming out of a port. So let's go occupy this province. What do you want? Knowledge sharing. How much money are you paying? 2 ducats. Yes, I'll take that. Let's occupy this, force the navy out. Since their armies are off over here somewhere, I also feel it's safe to upgrade our units. Let's go for... I feel like I generally want to go super aggressive pips for the artillery since it's in the back row, but defensive pips for the infantry since they're doing the direct fighting. Alright, they'll take that, force that out. Still no sign of... Oh, Chireda has completely disbanded its army. They're done. This war is a formality at this point. We just need to occupy enough provinces to get the war score up. In fact, since they have no units at all, we don't even need to be spending our own manpower on this. I'm just going to call the fleet, the army back. Conserve manpower by staying in the capital. One that captured. We lost 2 ships, captured 1, so not really worth it. Bit off 3 of these. Give the explorer back to them. You go sit over there. You take this and hunt enemy fleets in sea. There we go. Probably head to port at some point and get yourself fixed up. There's some pretty damaged ships in the fleet, 70% on that galley. Alright, we're at force limit still, so you go back to drilling. We don't need to conserve money by lowering army maintenance. Take a sip. Oh, Truce the Forest of Magic has inspired. I do want these provinces. Who are you allied with? Winter, Jasmine, Path, who I also want, and Ainte. Do they have any allies? Yeah, if I co-belligerent them, I get like another... Oh, from 86 to 132, that's a lot of guys. They're an OPM. I'll eat the extra AE for just non-co-belligerent annexing them. 86 to 41. If I get Shiraden under my control and I can make them loyal, then it simply will not matter what the people I'm up against are running. I should take that province. I wanted the coastline province for more ships, but I really should take this, so I just have the complete state. Only 4 people, and with truces that's not going to form a coalition. I don't need to worry about that either. We've captured a ship and not lost any in the process. That is perfect. They've got 1k dudes running around now, but Cernia has 5. So they'll manage that just fine. Gonna spend an era and a half running around the land, I guess. You guys are a tributary of Chiraden, so do you become my tributary when I take control of them? In fact, what kind of vassal is Chiraden becoming? Because Enforced Dominion is not a normal war goal. The enemy gets forced into a dominion under a rule, as such they are a subject, however their loyalty will be more than questionable. Okay. This again. If that event were more reliable, I would definitely make use of it to debase currency, but it seems to pop up basically at complete random. Speaking of things that pop out at random, Comet sighted. Do you think they're gonna put Comet sighted into EU 5? That hurts. We were just at a point where we could take admin ideas as well. Or admin tech even. Won't be long to get back there, but still that hurts. And yeah, first idea group. I'm thinking I go exploration ideas first. Either that or a mill idea, not admin. As much as it will hurt, because this peace deal is going to give us 142 admin worth of territory to occupy. We're currently not gaining any war exhaustion, so I think I'll just let this sit. Until they unconditionally surrender, I won't gain more exhaustion, so we're just gonna wait and build up admin mana until we're in a good spot. This will continue to curry favors. You're at 57 just from growth, so that's pretty much done. You're at 51 still, so we need way more over there. We can take a government reform. Normally I'd go straight for the manpower one, but let's see what we have. Shrine authority, missionary strength and culture conversion costs. We don't have a huge amount of conversion to do. Denmark fighting style, land leader fire and Denmark power, or diplomatic focus, diplomatic relation. It looks like the royal marriage, I think, to these guys has ended. Yeah. So we're not over Diplo capacity anymore. Let's give the Denmark power and land leader fire. I need Denmark power for the incident events to win the fights. What do we actually get from this base reform? Unrest, economy change, cultures, conversion cost, promotion cost, and gov cap. That's pretty decent. Yeah. The Damarcus system is getting completely overhauled in the next update of this mod. They've got like a whole big screen with how the fights happen, and it's like a turn-based thing. Because at the moment, it's just like you click, you go to all actions, you challenge duel, and I don't even know what you get for winning, to be honest. I have a newspaper from the Tengu giving us benefits for institution spread and other bonuses. I just clicked completely at random because I wanted to see if I could challenge anyone to a duel. And then the game is like, yeah, by the way, you can buy the newspaper. I didn't know that. Okay, here's the idea group. And there are a bunch more because I'm running, besides the base Touhou Universalis mod, I'm also running Touhou Trade Goods, and Touhou Aegis and Splendor, which adds a bunch more things in here. Right, yeah, we get one of these for Scarlet. I think there's a separate one for Scarlet Shiraden as well. Yeah, we get that, we get this. And then I'm running Ideas Expanded. There's also a music mod, but it's already a bit sketchy with the EU4 music. I don't want to run the risk of getting the VOD muted. So, for now, humanist ideas will be good, admin ideas would be good. Diplo ideas, 20%, 15% province war score cost, always very good. +4 getting rid of AE. Mill ideas are just kind of good across the board, but I'm going for exploration. I want those colonies. Equality Act, Stab Cost, Tolerance of Heretics and Heathens, or Unity Act. Institution spreads and mission strength. Embracing institutions in this mod I feel has always been really easy for some reason, so I'll take that. And we've reached Tech 5, so we get 2 Innovativeness and permanent claims on the Forest of Magic, Edge of the Forest and Forest Coast. So when we attack them we can take way more than just this, we're going to eat all that. Patchouli Knowledge is one of the characters in the game. She lives in the Scarlet Devil Mansion, and every now and then Marissa, the witch who's in the Forest of Magic, comes in, tries to steal books and stuff from the library, so we gotta go get a little bit of revenge on her. You guys are up far enough that I can trade the favors for trust. Oh, hang on. Stuff is happening. Okay, call for peace, so we need to finish this war, we're getting war exhaustion. The Scarlet Monarchy. Rumelia has seen many battles, be it in the front line or in the briefing rooms. She knows of the struggle of her warriors and their bloodlust. Unlike our good mistress, our soldiers are reveling in the heat of the battle and enjoy the combat, even if they fall on the battlefield. While Rumelia does not share their enthusiasm, their bloodlust, she and her advisors have made a plan to restructure the government to support their morale with the charisma of our beloved mistress. They also point out that with the establishment of a Scarlet Monarchy, our neighbors will have a better idea who they are dealing with and would even be ready to trust us. The government with military and diplomatic focus sounds good. We get Scarlet Monarchy Tier 1 government reform, which forbids changing primary culture. Our primary is Scarlet in the Gensokian group. Enable Scarlet Bloodlust ability, enable Scarlet Charisma ability. Well, doesn't that just kind of render the whole thing I'm doing here moot? At least I'll still get 75 Diplo power, I guess. That's good for the ideas I'm currently in. Reform modifiers, -1 national unrest, +1 Diplo relations, -5 0.05 economy change, and 150 capacity. Compare that to the base reform. We're losing promoted cultures and culture conversion and promotion costs. But I think it's worthwhile. Or that didn't go through properly, did it? No. Give me the actual thing. There we go. it's worthwhile for the abilities. Yeah, this is what I was remembering before. So, we get Embrace Blood Frenzy, we lose 10 Legitimacy, we get 10 Bloodlust, or Cleanse Frenzy, we lose 10 Legitimacy, we lose 10 Bloodlust. Scarlet Bloodlust. Your time of peace, it is a burden. We gain 0.5 each month up to a maximum of 100. At maximum power, it has the following effects: 20% recovery speed, 20% maintenance modifier, 10 discipline, and 20 army morale recovery. That's very good. 10 discipline, ooh. I'll have to see what it does at peace. And Scarlet Charisma. Creating royal marriages grants +5. Breaking them removes 10. We gain 0.61 each month from Prestige and Diplo-Rep. Has the following effects: +1 Diplo-Rep, 10% at maximum to get +1 Diplo-Rep, 10% loyalty, and 1 year yearly global trust growth. The trust growth affect everyone? Do we just get that all over the show? No, it doesn't seem like it. We've lost our trust with everyone a little bit for breaking an alliance. Well, let's accept that immediately, so we get +5. Cool. Okay, let's finish this war off and see how disloyal our new subject is. Let me save beforehand in case anything goes terribly, horribly wrong. Oh yeah, take as much money as we can as well. Coalition, non-existent. Provinces taken. Dominance enforced. And they are 100% disloyal. For relative army power, economic power, opinion, trust, development is a rebellious subject just by default and subjugated by former rival. There is no, I've got prestige but nowhere near enough to buy 100% down. This is 25, 55, 135, 155, 160. This is over 200% Liberty Desire. So, not fixable. Unite the Mansions. We get Vampire of Former Hell, which gives Prestige decay and a diplomatic relation. Appeasement. Okay. We need trust, opinion, liberty, desire, dev a bunch of stuff. Well, this is going to be difficult. We can seize land, which is good. Okay, so... Did I do the thing with you yet? No. Favors or trust? Good, you trust me now. I do not want to get called into your offensive wars. I have to keep it on for Sunflower Field, otherwise favor generation crawls to an absolute halt. Scarlet Realm and the Former Hell. With our military superiority and the finesse of Remelia, we managed to take control over the throne of Chiraden, the rulers of Former Hell. However, despite our clear superiority, Satori and Koichi Komeiji don't recognize the might of our beloved mistress. And as such, all of our demands for support only meet on deaf ears. While Remelia could manipulate fate and force them to serve, it will just cause a long-term problem with the residents of Former Hell. Now, to gain the support of the Chiraden, they need proof that we treat the Komeijis with the highest respect and try our best to appease them. That's another thing worth mentioning. The powers in Touhou are just absolutely insane. The two Scarlets, so the two Komagis, one reads your mind, the other one is imperceptible most of the time. The two Scarlets, one of them manipulates fate, so the future just kind of happens the way she wants it to. The other one destroys stuff, and to my knowledge there is no upper limit. She just picks a target, closes her fist, and it is gone. I believe in one of the semi-canon cartoon or mangas, she annihilated like a moon-sized meteor that was falling to Earth. Madness. All provinces in the former Hell region which are not owned by us or by our subject, which is not Shiraden, get Not My Mistress until the Komages have been appeased. Giving 1 unrest and plus 95 minimum local autonomy. Shiraden will refuse to aid Ramelia in any wars and will not pay any tribute. Yeah. What happened to the exiles? They remain a tributary of Shiraden. I guess until we can unite the families and inherit them. Okay. And now there's more options. Use your trust of the Forest of Magic and negotiate in order to get 10% of their manpower for Scarlet Realm. Call to war. Use your trust of the Forest of Magic to call them into all of your wars on your side. And Scarlet Charisma. Use 10 Scarlet Charisma to gain 10 trust and 50 opinion. Oh boy, those are some delicious options. Wow. So we gain 0.62 charisma and we get it off Diplo Rep and Prestige. So we want to keep our Prestige high and we probably want to take Diplomatic Ideas at some point. Yeah, that's good. And then we get +5 each time we create a royal marriage. But that's going to be a fairly limited interaction. We do that over here. Dynasty options. No, because they despise us deeply. Okay, so who do we want to... Cost 10 trust. Base reluctance, their opinion of us, trust towards us. And trust increases. Where is it? Yearly trust growth. Due to our politics and Gilsoki and Rumia's charisma, our allies and subjects are more eager to trust everything of us. That expires in 64. Okay, we are at 4 out of 5 relations. First things first, new rival. Warrior Clan, Makai, Forest of Magic, absolutely. We're gonna ruin their day. Their enemies are the Netherworld, Mayuhigo, and Senkai. Mayuhigo hates us, so that's never happened. You also hate us. The human capital. You don't hate us, so 10 trust and 50 opinion. Do I want to curry favors with them? But since we're not allied, it would be super slow. Okay, how do I actually take proper advantage of this? Because I can pull people into wars, my allies into wars anyway, just the normal way. This will cost 20 trust. Is allied with us, we are at war, has not 70 trust of Scarlet Realm, so I want to make allies as usual, and then I want to pick other people to bring into my wars using this ability. And I increase trust primarily using Scarlet Charisma, not using favors, I imagine, because we get 0.02 of them, which is nothing. Okay. What else can I add? The Tengus are willing to become allies. I could challenge him to a duel. What does that do? 30 power projection. It costs 25. We're good on power projection. Okay, so ally the Tengus. Don't join offensive force. We're still carrying favor with Sunflower Field. And we want to probably improve relations with the human capital. So I can drag them into this. Yeah. Or someone else. Who dislikes? There's an opinion in that mode, yeah. Good. Yeah, the human capital. I'm just worried about them occupying provinces and trying to take them when I want to have all of this. Your allies are Ainte and Winter Jasmine House. So if I go in, grab this quickly, and then have them help against Ainte, that would work. We have options. Actually, what's your opinion of me? Yeah, far more important than these guys and their 20k troops is improving relations with our subjects so that we can get them appeased as quickly as possible. Yeah, trust 90, that will happen naturally. Opinion, we can fix. Liberty desire will be the big issue. We will get a decent amount of liberty desire by deving. We also need to build temples and workshops. We don't even have the tech to build workshops yet. We can build temples, and we should build a couple in our own territory before anything else. Corvus, I will fulfill the appeasement conditions in my own territory first. Because it just makes sense. I don't want to be giving dev to a subject and making them even stronger compared to myself. We can afford to build up to force limit again. We want to keep that up so that we gain as much army professionalism from drilling as possible. Yeah, this system is different. The blood frenzy stuff. So having low blood frenzy while at peace gives us trade power and goods produced. That's nice. It used to be that the Scarlet Realm was like Prussia and had a militarization mechanic, and you would just dump monarch points into it to just get mill bonuses. Now it's a bit more of a trade-off. I like the idea with it. I do think it's unfortunate to have lost the stronger one, but it's an inevitable trend with mods like this that they will move towards nerfing stuff, essentially, because the people making these mods, you're into EU4 hardcore enough to contribute to something like Touhou Universalis or Anbenar or Post-Phenum. You've been playing the game for a long time, you're probably very good at the game, and a lot of the people doing their development in these mods want a challenge, so there's a natural trend that either things get nerfed or they throw in disasters and difficulties. You see this in Anbenar with the Jad or the Phoenix Empire, or really any major conqueror, the Centaurs as well. The Command all have massive disasters that they need to overcome at some point. Because the people who make that mod want that kind of challenge. They don't want an easy world conquest. The Command especially, I'm pretty sure their disaster is disabled for the AI, because the AI will not win it. The AI will get absolutely clobbered by that disaster. Now then, time to get a Splendor ability. We've got a country-specific one, the Scarlet Levy, which is 30% national tax modifier. After that whole little rant about making things more difficult, the Touhou mod does give you some really gross things. I think the releasable for Rumia over in Europe has like 10% discipline or something ridiculous in her national ideas. I can't remember. We can also take higher developed colonies, because I have taken exploration ideas. I think the money... How much are we making, actually? Taxation, 7 ducats, and that's at 10%. And 15% loss for crown and ownership. We're going to have a really high national tax. Yeah, that gives us a couple ducats just immediately. I think that's definitely worth it. We're going to get lots of money, and then we're making 5 splendor each month. So it won't be too long until we can get... What are we? Forest of Magic, Kazan's arrival, and that is being poured. Yeah, it won't be too long until we can get the next ability. We'll discover the Americas once we get enough dip to take the idea. Control centers of trade, Scarlet Core, center of trade level 2 or 3. We've got one in our territory. We can get another 2 pretty easily off the Forest of Magic. That will bring us to 3. 4 here, 5 there. That seems reasonable enough to go for. So we can probably get that one. Large City Embrace Renaissance, nice. Oh, we just got that, so we're making 7 now. Feudal Society has 5 different vassals. At the moment, it's counting 1 only, because these guys are a rebellious subject. There's some fancy different thing. Present on 2 continents. Once we discover some land down here, we'll get that from the mission reward. Humiliate rival, we could do... Actually, who are our rivals? Mayuhiga, Neverworld, Force of Magic. We could go in on... No, they're allied with our ally, and they're allied with lots of guys. Okay, so no humiliating rivals. Build a fleet, 6 heavy ships or 20 light ships. Doable but expensive. 3 gold provinces, nope, not happening. And that we've got. So, we could get Tenets of Trade, we will get Discover America. We will get Present on 2 continents. That should be a lot of... the thing called Splendor. Splendor generation. Loose Sailors. Okay. Whatever. Chiradan Separatists, and they're popping up soon, so let's get you over here in preparation. That's been poured. Just 1 left. And then we've got a good amount of admin points to full core that whole state. How far are we from the first idea? 50... Late November, 1459? Okay, just a couple months. Good. That looked like it would be way more, but... Oh yeah, 232 out of 296. That's excellent. Naval attrition and unlocks the allows recruitment of explorers and conquistadors. They are in a golden era. That gives us a colonist. This gives us colony range. The third one is really what we need at the moment. Because we just don't have the distance. Okay. All of this is just ever so slightly out of reach. We could, of course, take the personal deity that will give us more reach in the next one. Always an option. Okay, so this is locked at super high autonomy because of the modifier. And we need to get 15 development, a temple, and a workshop. And we need to get 20 total discipline. Our discipline at the moment is 1 of 5 from Junko. We get 7.5 from ideas, but that's a good ways off. Okay, to grab that. We'll increase our innovativeness by 2, very nice. We will get more discipline from offensive ideas, another 5. We'll get discipline from the end of quality ideas. I'll be taking both. Probably offensive first. Or quality first, because I do have a decent navy that I want to put to use. We'll decide at the time. And then we'll get... how much from this? It doesn't show me because we're at peace. But it was a good amount of discipline, I'm pretty sure. Naval attrition. Why do you suddenly have more range? Naval attrition allows recruitment of explorers and conquistadors. Does naval attrition... is there some calculation that naval attrition plays into colonial range? I mean, it would make sense, I guess. If your ships are less likely to get damage over distance, that you can explore further. If that's a thing, it's one I've never encountered before. But I'll take it, I guess. I'm not going to complain about being able to progress. Deal with the rebels. No problem. You head back over here. It's only a tiny bit. I mean, really just exploring like this bit right here. That's hardly even worth it. Regions West Pacific. No, that stretches down in good ways. Didn't you say you had to go at midday? It is 10 past 12. That is true. My tracking's gonna go for a second because I need to this. When do I need to be there? Yeah, I probably have to get going. Unfortunately. Okay, but I'm very much enjoying this, so we will be returning to EU4 probably tomorrow for the next stream. Depending on when exactly that is. Had a few things to do yesterday and today, but the rest of the week is looking mostly clear. So there shouldn't be any more interruptions. Let's have a look who is on Twitch. Is there anyone playing EU4? Yes, there is. Looks like there's a VTuber, but from looking at the thumbnail, I'm not even sure that they're actually playing EU4. Fuzzy Hoodie, I don't know them, but they're playing EU4, so I'm sure they're decent. I've never actually raided anyone before, so let's see if I can make this work properly. Raid/raid. Oh. Fuzzy Hoodie. Fuzzy Hoodie. Okay, yeah, it looks like that's working correctly. Alright. I hope you've all enjoyed this stream. I'll see you next time. Have fun over with Fuzzy Hoodie, who's also playing EU4. Looks like it's Timurids. I'll see you all another time. Goodbye.